All right, so today I have a special guest in the studio. This is Brooke Warner, and she is joining us live.
How lucky am I? I have found out there's a new holiday I was unaware of. We were, of course, going to celebrate Janae for Mother's Day, but I found out there's a stepmother's day that's separate from Mother's Day. And so we are going to celebrate her this next Sunday. So it's the Sunday after Mother's Day. But unfortunately, I found out there isn't a Ex Evil Mother-in-Law's Day. So we're just going to go with stepmother-in-law to celebrate.
So, yes, I am her ex evil stepmother-in-law. Follow that. Go ahead.
There's not a holiday for that, so we're just going to go with stepmother-in-law. No X on there, I guess, for celebration, but...
But, yeah. So, a lot of you are like, okay, one, that's complicated. Two, what the heck? But, family is who you choose. Family is not necessarily what you're born into. You get to decide who your family is, and we chose to stay family. Brooke had been part of my family for 20...
Lots of years.
Yes. And so when her and my stepson got divorced, it didn't change who we were. That was our choice.
Because we can still be family if we want to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I did meet Janae quite a few years ago, and me and my ex started dating. But the real reason we got so close is when Janae ended up moving to Utah when I was pregnant with my first child. I was pregnant, I was having a child, and my mom was dying of breast cancer. And so Janae felt the pull to come to Utah to be around for the birth of my first child. And do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, actually, so very blessed because first off, being the stepmom, nobody had to let me be part of that baby's life. And her and Colby were great enough to allow that connection, which in and of itself to me is huge. So.
Yeah, and then we were all in hopes that my mom would make it to see Caden be born, and she did unfortunately not make it. And what month did you move to Utah?
September, end of September.
So my mom passed away in August, and she moved in September, and I actually had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what was going to happen. I didn't know who was going to watch my child. I just knew I was having a baby, and I was doing it basically by myself without the mother support that I was hoping to have some of that. Even though she was sick, I was really hoping she would stay around. In stepped Janae, and she offered to help babysit, and Caden was truly blessed to have her come in and start babysitting, and being able to have a person to trust to babysit your child instead of going to daycare. And she did end up doing that for 3 years. So the first 3 years of Caden's life, they were with a family member instead of daycare. And that was great. Her and Caden do have a really good bond because of this. But not only was she there to help with my child, she was there to kind of take that motherly role and was around for all of that for me. My childbirth, the loss of my mom, kind of taking the place of all that kind of stuff. And then in the last year, she was definitely there with the changes of my marriage and stuff like that. So we've just formed even more of a bond that way. And she's basically taken the place of my mom, which is wonderful. Like, I couldn't ask for anything better. So
this sounds very one-sided, and it's not. As I'm listening to you, first off, I have all boys, so in steps the daughter, right? But she's the one who pushed me to write the book. She's the one who pushed me to do this podcast. She's the one who has seen the better version of me and said, okay, what are you going to do? How are you going to make it happen? And she pushes in such a way that it's not like, she'll just say, where are you at with it? Okay, what's next? and get your brain thinking. And more than that, you're going to do it because you know Brooke's going to ask. And so, puts a little fire under me to make this happen. We have both benefited so much from this relationship that really could have not existed. Could have been just something very minimal, but we chose to make it more. And it has been, I think, a blessing to both of us. I would say even to like Caden, except for he's really angry with me because he blames me for him having to go to daycare.
That's true.
He's always like, you're still the reason I had to go. But we have this beautiful relationship. It is always, how do we keep it going? It's not, we don't ignore it, is what I'm trying to say. We built it and we keep building it. And we are making sure that we're choosing who we have in our life. Family is definitely who you make it be. This didn't need to happen. We chose for it to happen. And that's really important. I want you to understand that who you bring into your life, you get to decide what it looks like, and you get to decide who they are. We chose this. Let me tell you, it wasn't just I helped with Caden and she helped push me for a book. We created something really amazing together as well.
Well, for starters, even before that, randomly we were on the same path of growth, and we did not know each other was on the exact same path. It was funny because Janae was changing, and I could see that. She's definitely a different person than she was 5 years ago. Has it been 5 years?
Yeah.
It's probably more than 5 years.
10.
Well, even like the real growth, like really set in.
Right.
We were kind of just both on the same path of growth, and it was weird because we were both doing it at the same time without knowing each other was doing it. And when we finally talked about it, and it probably had already been a year or two before we even started talking about it, we were doing the exact same things, the exact same growth in our own. And so once we became together and realizing that we were on this growth and what we wanted to do, that really sparked a stronger relationship because we were both trying to grow. And then as we were going through all of our hard times, for both of us, we decided we wanted to build a community of women. And so we ended up coming up with our Together We Rise Together, so that we could have a group of women that can come in and teach and learn and help each other grow. And we are enjoying every moment of it. We love to get together and learn new things. It's once a month that we get together and we have different subjects, and it's been very beneficial to both of us in this last year where we both have went through extreme changes in our life. Janae with her job and all sorts of stuff there, and me in a divorce. It's just really solidified this group and has something for us to work on and grow together with.
Yeah. And it was really funny because we have very different personalities. She is the detailed person. I am not. But our growth is so similar, and we are wanting a lot of the same things. We just bring the different opposite sides to that same thing. And it really, opposites attract for a reason kind of thing. It takes her idea, my idea, and together we make it a better idea because, she brings in the things that I'm not great at, and I bring in the things that she's not great at. And now all of a sudden it's a lot better because we collaborated.
Yeah, we feed off each other and come up with some amazing stuff. And my type A personality helps us to organize things.
Am I not type A?
Maybe a little anal sometimes, but that's okay. It's all right. Janae can bring the fun too. So, yeah,
but
it does
it's
work
funny.
together.
Even with your type A, you still bring fun.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can still bring fun
Yeah.
without. But you still need structure. Still need
And
structure
I'm
in our life.
Hey, who needs structure? And Brooke's like, how's that happening? And so it really does. Like I said, I don't know how quickly my book would have happened without her reaching out and going, okay, what's next? Where are you at? Literally 3 days after I quit my job with no plan in place, I get a text from her. What are you doing? What's your plan? And I'm like, I'm not sure, but I don't think I should go back to a 9-to-5 job. And she goes, so you're going to help people. So you can do it as a book or you can do it as a podcast. And I wrote, yes. And I'm like, I guess I'm doing both. Then she'd say, okay, where are you at on your book? And she was always asking those questions and bringing that structure that I so desperately need and do not do well. I'm getting better because she teaches, but it's not natural for me. It is not going to be my first thought. It's probably the last thing I'm going to do because I just am not... I don't like structure. It makes me feel closed in. It really is. I feel I have claustrophobic of being structured, I think. If that makes sense.
It does. And I'm like, it's too chaotic. We need structure, a plan. So
Yep.
I'm excited to find out what we do in the next little bit. I think it's an exciting time for us to grow even more, whether it's stuff that we have planned for or stuff that we're just doing on a whim, which we have done that as well. And I've actually had to learn how to let go a little bit. And so that's part of my growth for the last year, for sure. But we're definitely growing and learning and excited for what the future brings in this relationship that we're still going to work on. Because even though, like she said, we're not blood related, we're not even related by marriage anymore, but we're choosing to be in this and continue to grow together.
Love that. So if you're feeling like you are alone in the world and you have no family, look around you and build your own. Because it's a choice. Her and I are closer than some blood relatives. And so it's a choice that we make every day. If I'm going for a walk, first person I reach out to is Brooke. Because she has been on a journey to get steps for forever. I'm new at it. So she's going to help push me a little bit further. But we align in so many things, even though she's a type A and I'm totally not. We align in our vision of where we want to go, in who we want to become, in the fact that we want to keep growing. And that's only part of what makes us choose to be family. It really is. There is nothing better than who you choose around you.
Yep. Like we said, pick your inner circle, the one that helps you grow, the one that checks on you, the one that sees where your progress is and compliments you on those kind of things and does that kind of stuff in your life. Whether it's your friends or your family, make sure you're choosing the right people in your life.
Yeah. And I have been so blessed to get to be such a huge part of her boys' lives, because at any point it could have not been that way, but that was a choice that she has made, and it's blessed me 110%. So you will be seeing more of Brooke. Her and I will be doing a lot more podcasts together as the Ex Evil Stepmother.
Yep, and the Ex Evil Daughter-in-Law that maybe she didn't sign up for, but she got anyway.
I love the little laugh. It did sound evil.
I am slightly evil. It's okay. So, happy Mother's Day to Janae, but we won't celebrate her until it's Stepmother's Day.
So I get 2, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yay.
She gets her own Mother's Day, and then we're going to do Stepmother's Day.
So get out there and just make sure you let somebody know how much they mean to you and how much you appreciate that they chose to be in your life, whether they're related or not. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for spending this time with me and for listening with an open heart, for choosing to invest in your growth today. If this episode spoke to you, I would love for you to share it with someone else who just may need the reminder that their dreams still matter. Sometimes one conversation, one message, one moment of encouragement can change everything. And if you want to go deeper, my book, Rise, Believe, Become, was written with you in mind. There is more out there for you. Your potential is so much bigger than you'll know. This is your time to find the courage to take the next step in your journey. You can find my book on Amazon. This is just Janae reminding you that no matter what phase you are in, your dreams don't expire. Until next time, keep rising.